Oh, hello friends. It's Saturday morning. Time is 6:51. I actually woke up at 5:30 this morning without the alarm, so my biological clock is getting really good, and I think my sleep has been a lot better lately. I know I used to have like a couple of these weeks where I complained with 5-6 hours of sleep, but lately I've been averaging 7.5, I think, which is good. Other than that, I do feel absolutely wrecked. Like my whole body is aching. My elbows, my shoulders, my knees, my hips a bit as well. Like the quads are still sore. You know, classic week 4 stuff. But yeah, today is deadlift day, my favorite lift of the week. Week 4, hardest week of the block, and I've been pacing myself for a big PR. I still don't know the exact weight I'm gonna do today. I have one number in mind, but I don't want to spoil anything until I see how I feel on the bar. But yeah, I've been basically pacing myself from week 1. I think I started at 205 kg, and then I did 10 kilo increases every week for deadlift triples. It was 205, 215, 225 last week. So naturally, if I keep the same pace, I would do 235. But I've been thinking about going a bit above that. And yeah, my best triple at the moment is technically it's 220, but last week I did 225 for a triple. The thing is, my grip gave away on that third rep, so I don't know if I fully locked it in. Like you could argue it was a solid rep and it counts as a PR, but yeah, I don't care. Since today I plan to beat it anyway. I don't think I'll deadlift without straps today. Like my grip, I don't want to risk it, especially for a triple at 235 or more. I don't think I can hold it for 3 reps, so I'm gonna strap up. And I know this is gonna be a problem long term. I need to figure out a way to overcome this. You know, grip strength, it's a new obstacle, new challenge. Yeah, I mean, so far this week I feel like I have like different obstacles on each of the lift, which is normal, and you just need to identify them and deal with them. So for example, on my bench press, I've been dealing with my grip width. I'm unsure where I feel the strongest. Should I be like a bit narrower or a bit wider? I don't know. So that's something I'm dealing with. I'm trying to figure it out. On my squat, I'm not sure how to identify it, but I feel like it's a bracing issue. On that double I did on Wednesday, the second rep, I lost my brace. Like I couldn't hold it properly on the way down. And I'm not sure if it is directly related to bracing, or is it something else that manifests as a bracing issue. So I still need to research that a bit and look into it a bit deeper. And on my deadlift now, so far deadlift has been the perfect lift for me. I feel like my technique is the best on the deadlift, but now I have the grip strength issue, and I sort of expected this to come at some point. It is, I think, every lifter in their career gonna face this issue if they take deadlift remotely seriously, because your body is naturally gonna be stronger than your grip. That's something I need to figure out, and I haven't thought about it yet. I just know that there are multiple, options. But I think starting with the next block, maybe even on my deload week next week, I might tinker a bit with some methods of grip strength training. Other than that, this morning I weighed in at 150.2 kg. And here's the deal, guys. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Last night, I piggied myself out. So I clocked in my daily calorie goal after dinner and everything, right, to 3,250 calories. And then my wife and I were watching White Lotus, the new season. Great TV show, by the way, especially for couples. I think it's very, very fun to watch. And I opened a bag of chips and a bag of salty sticks, and I just inhaled the both of them. So it was like 1,000 calories over my daily goal, 4,200 calories, I think. And I mean, which is fine. I give myself at least one opportunity a week to do something like that. But now I did it on a Friday evening, which means this weekend I need to keep it together. So yeah, we'll see. Either way, I'm not that worried because today is gonna be a very heavy deadlift, so I kinda like that I did it last night compared to doing it today or tomorrow, because now I'm gonna put it to some good use at least. So I think I should start warming up, and then we see what happens. But yeah, big deadlift triple today. Stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm gonna do one more warm up before my top set. I'm not sure what to load though, for the warm up, I mean. I told you before, 200 kg is my threshold that I need to do at least once before my top sets, because if I don't, I can get myself into a situation where I see the whole Milky Way on the way up. I think 200 kg is gonna be too low of a warm up today, because I'm planning a very heavy top set. So my thinking for the last warm up is I would rather load something like, let's do 220, 5 plates, see how that moves, and then we decide the top set. All right, 220 on the bar, it's gonna be the last warm up, and then I do a RPE9 deadlift triple. Let's go. That moved pretty good. My left grip very weak, as I said, but I'm gonna strap up for the top set anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm thinking, so like I said, I've been pacing myself for 230 plus, and I've been sort of thinking 235 so far, but since this week the whole team has been me going outside of my comfort zone, I'm thinking 240 today for a triple. And what that means for me, that will be a 20 kg PR on my best triple, and so my best single at the moment is 250, and I did 240 once. I did 240 for a single like a year ago or something. Very sloppy without straps, and it also, like, I had the grip problem, so I couldn't lock it out. Tripling 240 today, it's a big PR, and I'm hoping that it's gonna set me up for beating my 250 single next block. But yeah, let's load up 240. So I loaded 240, and also to put this thing in a perspective as well, my last block I did a RPE9 double at 230, and I'm gonna play the video here. And that double I did at 230, I think that was the eye-opener for me that I've been really undershooting myself on the deadlift, because it did not look like RPE9, it looked like RPE7, 7.5, I don't know. After finishing my block 1 like that, that's when I set my goal for block 2 to at least triple that weight, because like for a double it was too easy. And yeah, now I'm, hashtag ego lifting, I added 10 kilos on top of that. So 240 for triple. I'm gonna rest up for 6-7 minutes, and yeah, then I do this shit. All right, guys, 240 kilograms on the bar for a deadlift triple. If I make it, it's gonna be a 20 kilo PR on my best triple. If I don't make it, I should make at least a double, and then it's a 10 kilo PR on my best double. If I don't make a double even, then I'm a failure and I should not be doing this. But yeah, let's fucking go. Easy weight. Whew. Oh man, that feels good. Big PR. And to be honest, I think it moved good as well. Maybe RP8 even. Am I getting too cocky? Great end to the week 4. PR on all 4 lifts. Let's fucking go. I actually forgot about I have a single today as well after that triple. And so far during this block, that single was basically the same weight I would triple the week after, to prepare me for that weight. But today it's the last week, so there is no week after. I mean, there is the deload week. But so this single, the program says it should be RP 7.5, which means it should be a weight I can at least do 3 reps with, and then maybe the 4th rep. That's what 7.5 means at a single. So since I just tripled 240 at RP9, that means that RP 7.5 should be a bit heavier at a single than that triple at RP9. So I'm thinking I add 5 kilos maybe. I don't wanna push it too far. I think I add 5 kilos, I do a single, and then I move on to my backoffs. So I'm gonna load up 5 kg on top of 240. that triple was amazing, man. I feel like I had more in me, which is a great feeling because my deadlift is skyrocketing. So I'm very, very happy about it. I did have to strap up, but it is a triple. And you know, what am I supposed to do? You know, not lift the weight I can lift just because I cannot hold it. So yeah, I'm gonna do this single and then I move on to my backoffs. Let's go. Yeah, that single felt heavy as fuck. And it definitely did not feel like RPE 7.5. Like, I don't know how it looked, but I think that's fine because I just did a heavy triple. So I always feel, you know, it always feels harder to do a single after a heavy set like that. So yeah, I think today is a big win. So I'm not gonna get stuck on that. I'm gonna move on to my backoffs. The program says I should do 3 sets of triples at 215. Last week I did 3 sets of triples at 202. So it is like 12.5 kilo jump on the backoffs, which I'm a bit afraid of. But either way, it's week 4. I'm gonna listen to the program. And then, you know, if it feels heavy, first set or second set, I'll just drop down the weight a bit. But yeah, 215, I'm gonna load it up. $215 kilograms on the bar, 3 sets of triples, backoffs, so this should be easy, but I'm not so sure. Since 215, that was like my week 2 top set. So I'm doing 3 backoffs at my week 2 top set now. Ain't no joke. Let's go. Last set, guys. The backoffs at 215, they do feel heavy, but it's not unbearable, and I hope it's gonna pay off in the long run, so I kept the weight. Let's do the third one as well. God damn. The first rep was terrible. I did not do that properly. But yeah, that's it for the deadlifts on week 4. I'm gonna move on to paused squat, and I'm thinking I continue squatting here in the rack without the safety guards. God damn it, I hate taking off the weights from a deadlift. But no one else is gonna do it, so. So pause squat is next. I'm gonna warm up with 100 and then 140, and then I do my top set. So let's do that. I'm gonna change the camera angle as well. Alright guys, top set for the pause squat, it's gonna be 165 kg for a triple. I don't remember the RP, I think it's like RP8. And to be honest, in practice I don't think it is RP8. I am undershooting on this exercise, but I do not feel like correcting that, so I think it's fine. It is my secondary squat, so I don't want to have 2 squats that I push hard in a week. Like, I'm already wrecked, my body is full of fatigue. It is week 4, but that's why I jumped 5 kg instead of 2.5 like I've been doing so far. But yeah, top set triple, pause squat, let's go. I mean, that triple was so easy. And I know I've been undershooting, but it was really easy. Either way, moving on, my backoffs, it's gonna be 142.5, 2 sets of 6 reps. So guys, I've been thinking about that deadlift top set that I just did today, 240 for a triple. Like, it's so funny, my previous block, I did RPE9 double at 230, and then the block after I do RPE9 triple with 10 kilos over that. Like, it just goes to show how much I've been undershooting myself. And I think the reason like I managed to get out of it is that I started recording all my workouts. Like, I would not know that that deadlift double I did at 230 was not RPE9 unless I had the video where I saw, okay, that looks very easy. And that was the eye-opener for me. So I really think if you're doing RP-based training, record your top sets and review all of them after your workout. Like, it's so eye-opening. Like, maybe even this 240 I did today, I haven't seen the video of it yet, but maybe that was also undershooting, I don't know. And I've been holding myself back for a very long time. Like, this is the first time I'm actually challenging myself, you know, getting out of my comfort zone. And I would not be able to do it without those videos. But yeah, we'll see what happens next block. Until then, pause squat, backoff sets. I hate doing, was it 6 reps? I need to check the program, guys. Yeah, it's 6 reps, 2 backoff sets, 142.5. This is like in a cardio zone, almost 6 reps. With a pause, that technically makes it a cardio exercise. But yeah, I'm gonna focus on my bracing technique. So yeah, I found what's happening, but I still don't understand why. Those last 2 reps I did, when I go down, it's like I can't hold it. It's like something is very uncomfortable on the bottom of the squat that I just lose my brace. I need to let the air out. It's almost like I want to throw up. So I don't know, is it the belt or... I'm gonna try loosening it up a bit, see if that helps on the second set, but it's the same thing that happened on my Wednesday squat top set. That second rep when I went down, like, I just lost the brace. And then, like, I had the strength and everything. I squatted that second rep without any brace whatsoever. Like, it was pure strength and my back, and like the stomach was loose as fuck. Alright, let's try that again. My belt is a bit looser now. Let's see if I lose my brace. So that felt a bit better. I've been also taking not a big breath, you know, on the way down, but maybe like a half of the breath, and then hold it. On the bad side, guys, I think I just ripped my underwear. Like there's a big hole for me down there. But yeah, that happens on squat sometimes. All right, I'm done with the pod squat at least. What I have left is high rep squats, which I hate. Like, it's pure torture. And last week I did 3 sets of 10 at 112 kg, I think. So I'm thinking this week, honestly, I'm thinking of not even doing it, but I just remember the cheat meal I did last night. I need to punish myself. So I'm gonna do, what do I do? 117 maybe. I was thinking of doing 120, but I don't want to die today. I'm still young. Let's do 117. So yeah, 117.5 kg, 3 sets of 10, high rep squats. Let's go. Second set. I think second set is always the worst because that's when it becomes hard, but you still have one set after. So it's also like a mental fuck. But yeah, you gotta do it. Oh man, that set was hell. There were like at least 3 points during that set where I thought of giving up. Oh man. Oh. And the worst part is my left wrist was hurting as hell. I think I didn't grab the barbell correctly, so it was resting on my wrist more than on my back. So yeah, now I feel pain in my wrist as well. One more set, then I'm done. Last set, guys. Wish me luck. I'm most definitely gonna need it. That's it. I'm done with the squats. That's it, guys. That's end of the deadlift session and end of the week 4. I'm very happy with the whole block. I think I did everything I've set out to do and more. I'm still not where I want to be, but it feels good that I'm making progress towards that. Feels good. Next week it's a deload week, still block 2. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time, where on each session I'm just gonna reflect on the whole block 2. For example, on Monday when I have my primary bench, I'm gonna reflect on the primary bench and how it went throughout the whole block. So yeah, that's what I like to do on the deload week. So I like to reflect, and I like to reevaluate where I stand and what am I doing. So for example, I might switch some accessory exercises, I might start doing something new, I might stop doing something that I don't like doing, and stuff like that. But yeah, feels good. The hardest week of the block is over. I have accumulated a lot of fatigue, so I really appreciate the deload week after that. I know not every training program does this, but the one that I'm doing, the Total Specialist by Rondell Hunt, it has a deload week as part of every block, week 5, which might sound like overkill, but I really appreciate having it. And you know, not only I get rid of the fatigue I've accumulated in my block, but it sparks the fire in me, you know, I become more hungry to lift heavy again. So I can't wait for the deload week. Other than that, I think I'm gonna wrap it up and eat, because what time is it? It is almost 10 o'clock and I came here at like 6:30. So that's like, I've been here for 3 hours. Very long session, and I'm training on empty stomach, so I'm super hungry. So yeah, I want to go home and eat. And this weekend I said I'm probably not gonna cheat because of the cheat meal I did last night, but I'm not sure. I'll see. I feel like I made so much progress this week, and I feel so fatigued that I might give myself some slack this weekend as well. I do have a plan to make a lasagna, and I figured out a way how to make a lasagna that kind of fits my macros. So I consider it healthy. I know not everyone would do that. Everyone's diet's different, right? So my meals, like I said before, I aim to have around 1,000 calories, and each of my cooked meals should have like between 50 and 80 grams of protein and roughly like 100 grams of carbs. Or like sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, it doesn't matter. So, and the rest will be fat. So the lasagna I'm making, let me check the macros and I'll tell you. It is 975 calories, rounded up to 1,000. It has 62 grams of protein, which is in the range, although the carbs are a bit low. It's 72 grams of carbs only, and the fat is a bit high. It's 47 grams of fat. But you know, it's not a perfect meal for my macros, but I like to, you know, do it once in a while because I really enjoy it, and it's not that far off, right? And calorie wise it's fine. So that's what I'm gonna make this weekend, and I think I'm gonna have it like for the at least first half of the next week as well, because when I make this it's like 8 portions, and the way I make it healthy basically. So I think the only unhealthy part of or the only part that doesn't fit my macros in a lasagna is the fats, and the fats mostly come from cheese. So I found this low fat, or more like half fat cheese that's like 17% fat that I really enjoy. It even tastes better than the normal 30% fat cheese, and I really liked it in my lasagna last time. So that's what I'm gonna do this weekend. And yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching, and hope you all have a great weekend as well. Let me know what you're eating. I want to hear. You have some cool recipes as well. Take care, guys.